Yeah.
I did Dreamgirl because it was an all out hilarious comedy film, and I was laughing in the narration. So because I enjoyed it so much, I wanted to be a part of it, and that's really how I pick a film. I lost a very big film internationally because they said I was too pretty to look like from the slums.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to peepingmoon.com. I'm Rashita Sahani, and today joining me for a very interesting conversation is Nusrat Bharucha, who has already managed to impress us all with her role in Khilona, that is a part of Netflix anthology Ajit Dastas. Hi, Nusrat. How have you been?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
We are doing all great. So, Nusrat, firstly, tell me, I watched the film and I was stunned to look at you, to look at your performance because it came across as something so natural. I have mentioned that in my review also that, you came across as someone I was feeling I'm not watching a film, I'm just watching a story of someone's real life. So, you tell me, how did you manage to pull this off so correctly in the first go?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, of course, when I read her and when the script was there, honestly, it was written very well. But I knew that I had a lot of work to do because उस writing को फिर elevate करना होता है ना. Writer ने अच्छा काम किया है, director अच्छा काम करेगा, but the actor has to bring or his A game to kind of elevate the work that they've all
Yeah.
kind of put in for so long. So I don't know. I like doing these kind of roles. Yeah, I like doing things I've not done before. I like challenging myself firstly as an actor because I want to see agar am I capable of it? Am I going to fail miserably? What's going to happen? It's just I think I'm testing myself. I'm pushing the a little bit of an envelope for my own self rather than everybody else to begin with at the first point. And then when I'm getting it right and when I'm getting into the skin of it, or whether I'm kind of breaking it down to understanding it as to how I am going to approach this, how am I going to do this, there's a whole new joy to it. I mean, every character is different, every film is different, so every film you have a blank canvas all over again, and you need to paint a whole new story all over again. You get to kind of imagine anything and everything that could have happened to this character and make it real. And the fact that you are able to make these stories and these characters real, I think is very empowering. It's a high. I think it's a high. I'm very happy and high on that sort of creation. That I did that little twerk and oh my god, it works so well. Like it's adding that extra thing to this character. So for me, I think to start with, I had to believe that she's real, that she
Okay.
this person exists, and then to kind of flesh her out, to kind of put things into her which people and I can believe to begin with that that's a real person now. That's my joy. I love doing it. I love being a part of that process.
I'm sure. And was this role also taken up to sort of shed that, glamorous girl image and now from now on get more roles that, as you said, challenge you more?
No, yeah, Rachita, I started with LSD. So I started with no glamour and a different kind of film. But that's not really my. I don't think I've ever tried to break out of something or fit into something. They're two both extremes, right? So after I did LSD, I'm sure people could have said, "Oh, did you do Pyar Ka Panchnama to fit into the heroine category?" No. And now when I've done few films like that, and when I do an Ajit Dastan, the question is, should I to break out of that? Again, no. Um,
Okay.
I think my biggest example when I say this is when I did Dream Girl.
Yeah.
I did Dream Girl because it was an all out hilarious comedy film, and I was laughing in the narration. So because I enjoyed it so much, I wanted to be a part of it, and that's really how I pick a film. I kind of see the film, I get completely taken into the world of that film, and if I'm enjoying it, whether it's a comedy or a thriller or a whodunit, or I mean I don't know, like different sort of psyches of a human person's behavior, something hooks me to a film, and I want to do it. It's never a conscious choice of breaking out of something or fitting into something. My only criteria is I should enjoy doing the film. So I try to find different roles because I feel like the more different I am able to do it from my previous characters, the more fun I'm going to have in creating them. So that's all. That's the only kind of thought behind it.
Okay. And while picking up the role, was there any sort of, doubt in your mind that will the audience be able to accept you as Meenal, as a housemate? because you have to look your part. Now that you, of course, you have done it and the reviews are out, everyone's praising you. But I read a comment that said Nusrat is very pretty to be a housemate. So there are comments like that. So
I,
how do you deal with that?
I lost a very big film internationally because they said I was too pretty to look like from the slums.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But you know what I mean? I do not think from that point of view. I'm it's almost like I'm starting this journey. I don't know where it's going to land up. Of course I don't. How can you ever know? So how do you expect me to think from the destination point of view when I don't even know when the destination is? So
True.
I can't think like that. I mean, I feel like I'll do a large disservice to the whole film and being an actor if I start thinking on the point of view कि ये चलेगा या नहीं चलेगा या ये होगा. I feel there are a lot of people who are supposed to do that. The producer, director, the writers, they are the ones who create this. I'm only trying to breathe life into their creation. So it's not really my job to think about the fact कि ये accept होगा नहीं accept होगा. नहीं होगा तो audience बता देगी. बट वो जब रिलीज होगा तब बताएगी ना. मैं उसका पहले स्ट्रेस लेके टेंशन लेके पिक्चर नहीं करूँ, ये मेरा कभी हो ही नहीं सकता. आई डोंट वर्क ओनली लाइक दैट. आई डू इट बिकॉज आई एंजॉय इट. I do it because the makers have faith in me and they've kind of said, you know, we want to do this with you. And I find it very rewarding when their faith is kind of reinstated. So when you all say, oh, she worked well, she did a good job, I'm really proud that they are going to hear it and be, you know, satisfied with the fact that, oh, it was great to get her because she did it right. So my validation comes from that, primarily that. And then of course audiences and the fact that they get to see different things that I do. So yeah.
Okay. And after Khilona, has the way you look at house helps or servants changed? Because I read your interview wherein you said that you took major reference points from your own house help, and she helped you in a big way without knowing.
No, not after Khilona. Even before Khilona, I always viewed them as, for me, my housemate is my friend. Like I can sit and gossip about my life to her. I literally can tell her everything about my life. And it'll just be like, I've unburdened and vented out without any sort of fear or stress or whatever. She makes me, my mom, and my dadi, which are 3 generations in a house, feel absolutely calm and at ease because she will listen to my dadi's side of the story, she'll listen to my side of the story, she'll listen to my mom's side of the story, and she'll tell all of us, हाँ but दीदी का सोचो ना, हाँ but दादी का सोचो ना, हाँ but आंटी का सोचो ना. So she's our, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I have never viewed them differently apart from the fact that they're human beings and they have a whole new life and struggles, and they're also trying to make it work, and they're also trying to survive, and they're also fighting. So am I, but we come from very different sort of setups, which is just the way the world is, and I can't view it different. I mean, for me, everybody eventually is they're on their own path and journey, and everybody has their struggles, and everybody has highs and lows, and can't put them in any sort of thoughts or labels or categories. I can't.
I'm sure. Yeah, definitely. And do you also feel that, after being in the industry for almost 11 years now, you have sort of started to get your due?
Everybody says a new number. I don't know.
It's 11, I think, yeah.
So sorry, I didn't hear the rest of the question. I got stuck.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so my question is that, being in the industry for almost 11 years now, do you think that you have started to get your due with back-to-back films and getting back-to-back praises?
No, yaar, I'm somebody who comes with no background. I have no friends I had no friends or endpoints in the industry. So for me to even get my first film was a very big highlight. And then to get a second film was like, oh, ek aur mil gayi. Like, for me, I think it's a journey that was just meant to be. I just kept taking one step after the other on the same path that was kind of laid down in front of me, and just tried to take the most out of it, hone myself for it, become a better actor, work harder at it, and made it my sort of bread and butter. And that's all I've been doing for all these years. I don't know, I feel like, पता नहीं यार, मैं एक लाइन बोलती हूँ जो मैंने गार्ड बांध ली है, लाइक होती है ना, सीख जो जिंदगी में कोई आपको देता है, वो मैंने अपने आप को ही दे दी है, which is वक्त से पहले और वक्त से ज्यादा किसी को नहीं मिल सकता. मतलब this was maybe the time for it to happen, it's happening now. It was not meant to happen before this, it didn't happen. Maybe it's not meant to happen after this, it won't happen. But जो वक्त आपको देगा वो देगा. मतलब I mean, I feel those are higher powers you can't even like question or fight or Yeah. So yeah, satisfied, happy, no stress.
That's great. And of course, you were shooting for Ram Setu recently, and the shoot had to be stopped first because of Akshay testing positive, and then, of course, the new guidelines. So, what is the update on that, the shoot?
Update is that we are all sitting at home because there's a lockdown.
Yeah.
And we don't know what and how the cases are going to come back into control, and we don't have new SOPs as to how we can go back and function, not just as an industry, but I feel like everybody. How does my very close friend who has a restaurant or a gym, how do they go back to work? What are they going to do to be able to make things safe for people to come and do this? There are a lot of questions. Yeah, I honestly have zero answers to it, except for the fact that there are people who will figure out these answers, and our job is to kind of follow that and make sure that we're able to get through this as best as we possibly can. And yeah, wait for that day. Simple. Keep the mind.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. And you, of course, featured recently in a song called Saiya Ji with Honey Singh, and that went on to become such a big hit. I still see so many reels on that song and Care Me Karta. So there's like back-to-back reels on your songs. So do you feel that the trend of music videos that has, become very fashionable recently, it helps you communicate with the audience in a, better manner?
I don't know यार, मैंने तो सोचा नहीं honestly. हनी सर का मैसेज आया इंस्टाग्राम पे कि आपका नंबर दीजिए, मैं I want to call you for a song. So I was like, हाँ. Then he called me and he said, this is the song. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. It's you. I love it. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
So I'm again like an audience because I binged on Honey Singh songs. Every party, there's like a whole Honey Singh album that plays, and then I sit down and say, okay, now we cover other things. First, let's finish the Honey Singh range. So because I'm a full fan, when he called me, I said, of course, I have to be part of your song. There is no question about it. So I'm doing it. तो मैंने तो यार उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से किया, मैंने ये सब तो सोचा ही नहीं, कभी नहीं सोचा. एंड केयर नहीं करता was not my choice. The directors and the producers and the music label on the film, what was the song, I heard it, they said ये कर रहे हैं, मैंने कहा okay, मैंने शूटिंग कर ली. मतलब I don't have a take on it honestly, except for the fact that I enjoy music. I'm a very musical person. I have a very different sort of music taste, and I have music on in my house from the time I wake up till the time I sleep. So a very integral part of who I am. It's like my soul, literally. Songs can bring me into a mood for a scene and break me out of a mood in real life as well. So very instrumental to me. Hold them very close to my heart, and I will always be very musically inclined. So that's my love, but I don't have any other thought on it except this.
Okay, fantastic. And what are you looking for when you are selecting a project? So what is that one thing that has to impress you the most, and then you give a nod? For some people it's the script, for some people it's their own role. What is it for you?
Script. I listen to a narration from an audience point of view. Like I imagine myself sitting in a theater and either cheering for this film or not feeling anything for this film, either laughing with this film or crying with this film, or sitting on the edge of my seat wondering who's done this and what's going to happen next. Whatever the genre of the film is and whatever they need the audiences to feel, am I feeling that when I'm hearing the script, is the first thing that I look for in a script. If it keeps me entertained and engaged, then I'm on for it. I mean, what is my role in it comes very later in my scheme of things. And that's how I've approached kind of everything that I pick, is whether I like and I want to be part of the film or not.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Nusrat, for chatting with me. We would love to see you in more experimental roles like this one in Khilona. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.